us when it wasn't easy. He faced a lot of risk and continues to do so. He is the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the only organization founded by Dr. Martin Luther King. He is a staunch, fervent, unmovable, and fearless ally for equality. Please welcome Reverend Eric Lee.
Mentioned, I'm the president of the Los Angeles chapter and the California chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the organization founded by Dr. Martin Luther King, the one who fought for justice, who died for justice, and we continue that fight today until marriage equality is a right for all people. See clergy standing here today. Clergy, people of faith from every denomination, standing together to say that Proposition 8 is discriminatory and that no form of discrimination should be against any people in our state or in our nation. And we are here to say that God is a God of justice, and justice will prevail, and marriage equality will be a right for everyone. I'm African American, I'm clergy, and I'm straight, and I say that the discrimination is wrong, and we will stand with you until this victory is won here in California. We are here to say that no faith or religious belief has the right to forcibly impose its theology upon the citizens of this state. It's wrong, and it needs to stop. And it will stop as long as we stand together and continue to convey the message that God is a God of justice, and that each and every person is entitled to the same rights that anyone else has, and that the civil rights of the gay and lesbian community will not be violated as long as we have a thing to say about it as clergy. I'm often asked why I have taken on this fight, and I'm often asked by the African American community. And I tell them, of all people, African Americans who are intimately familiar with racism and discrimination and oppression should know that anytime discrimination exists, it is a threat to justice everywhere. As Dr. King says, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The African American community, and oftentimes the clergy, want to equate marriage equality to a religious issue. It should never be framed within a religious context. And I say that marriage is a civil right because the state issues the license. The state issues the license. Now listen, the clergy asked for the license, and they asked for 2 signatures making it a legal document. If that is that's not enough to say that marriage is a civil institution with all the rights and privileges and benefits that should be afforded to everyone, then they're wrong. So I take another crack at trying to explain why this is a civil right. Now, of all these Christian marriages that occur, 50% end in divorce. And so I said, well, when a couple gets a divorce, and there is the issue of distribution of property, and alimony, and child support, and child visitation, and child custody, is it the church that makes the decision, or is it the state that makes the decision? As far as I know, it's the state and the courts that enforce the civil rights of divorce. Therefore, they should enforce the civil rights of marriage. Yeah. When people get emotional in opposition to marriage equality, it's only because they're irrational and they have no just ground to stand on. I've had clergy call me from across the country and said, I've lost my mind. Emails come in like you would not believe. But I engage in a dialogue with them and try to speak calmly about the issue of equality and speak calmly about the issue of justice. Because if we take it to a level of heated arguments, we can't win that way. That's right. That's right. It's reflective of the civil rights movement, where we had a nonviolent movement against racism, discrimination, and oppression, and it was love that won the rights for African Americans. Now, you've also heard that many African Americans have trouble making this human rights movement, this gay and lesbian rights movement, synonymous with the civil rights movement. But today, I walked 15 miles. Then we walked 15 miles. And what it reminded me of was in March, what is called Bloody Sunday, when African Americans were marching from Selma to Montgomery. And they walked 51 miles. We walked 15 miles. The pain that is in my feet, in my knees, and in my back is nothing compared to the pain of discrimination and injustice that you're going through now. And so I can walk that 15 miles knowing that it does not compare to the discrimination that you're facing, and I'll walk another 15 miles, and another 15 miles, and another 15 miles until we have marriage equality. Because they have it wrong. You cannot deny any group of people the same rights that another group of people have and think that that's just. They have it wrong. We have to let them know what's right. Now, about halfway through that march today, and they weren't marching like we march in the civil rights. They were running. We walked slow. They darn near killed me today. So I'm going to lead the march next time and make sure that we walk like we're supposed to walk. It might take longer. It might take longer, but the journey to justice is worth it. And we were on a path and a journey to justice today. It's continuing today. It will continue tomorrow, and it will continue until the rights are afforded to everyone here. But and let me finish with this, on that journey today, when I was tired, and there was a lot of people tired out there, I couldn't give up. But what I could do was just put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. And each step brought me closer. Though I did not see the finish line until the very end, I knew it was there. And so all I had to do was to put one foot in front of the other, until at one point we saw the finish line. And that's what this journey to justice is today. We keep putting our feet one foot in front of the other